Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome back to the Crypto Bully Bear channel where there's only fun decoding and no financial advice. Now, I was doing some videos and I was showing some price predictions. And I'm getting a lot of backlash about you're not proving anything because you can't cash out yet. Some people also asking, well, it's probably an error or a glitch because, like I said, you can't cash out. Now I get it. A lot of people will be like, it ain't real until you can cash out. But you have to ask yourself, why? Why is that number 501 floating around? And there's some people like, well, how come it's not fluctuating? Well, the compressed price, the manipulated price is micro pennies, right? And it's fluctuating with the micro pennies. It's going between 0016 and change to 00. It's going up and down from 0016. But I feel, there's not financial advice. I'm just going on feelings. And if you want to get technical, yeah, okay, you want to say it's not worth $501 because you can't cash it out today. You are 100% right. But my critical thinking is like, why they get that 501? And then I started looking into things. So like I said, we had a few matches. We had the 501 Levi's, right? And people are like, how the fuck are you gonna connect Levi's jeans to crypto? Well, as I said before in my videos, that I connect Proton XPR with horses. Now, Levi's 501 jeans has horses on them. As well as if you look on it, it also says San Fran, which is also the headquarters of Ripple, which is also the headquarters of XPR, Proton, and the 501. Now, damn, it's from this phone. The 501, hold on one second. Actually, when I looked, there's an area in the Bay Area, or Santa Barbara, I'm not too sure which one, that the area code in that area is 510. And if you flip the numbers around, you get 501. Now, I showed you Back to the Future. I'm sorry, I showed you a Wheel of Fortune video, maybe like 3 or 4 videos back from this one. And somebody won a trip, and I pointed out that, oh, that trip was in Belize, and it was pink. And I found it funny because like a little later in the show, they showed like that $5 bill kind of resemblance at the end. But somebody brought to my attention that Belize's country code is 501. So they show Belize that had that country code 501. Then later on, they showed that $5 scene with Vanna White in the corner and the like that bank-looking building in the back of the 5, which I showed you. I put the $5 bill up. It looks exactly the same. Now again, I know people can be like, I don't understand where you get 501. Now, if you followed my videos, you know that I mess with The Simpsons. And again, somebody brought to my attention that the 501 has been mentioned in The Simpsons. Now, before I get into The Simpsons, also, let's go back to California. The 510 area, right? San Fran. There's also a section called Union City, right? And another section above that is called Hayward. Now, the CEO of Proton, his last name is Hayner. I'm just saying, it sounds very the same. Hayward, Hayner. I'm just saying, the area that has the code 510, which I believe that right now the price is lingering around 501, and the above area is called Hayward, right? Now, like I said, right next to 510, the area code over there, it's Union City. Now, I went to an episode with The Simpsons called Adam Smashers. No, it's not called Adam Smashers, but there's a part in there that said Adam Smashers. And they talk about the dental union. If you want, it's season 4, episode 17. I think it's called The Exit of Springfield. And if you look, Homer is, I think, trying to fight for a dental plan and stuff like that. And it's about the union. Okay? Now, this is just me putting things together. When I think of union, I also think of community, because a community is a bunch of people getting together and working together as a union. A union is supposedly a group of people that are working together that want benefits and stuff like that. Now, in that particular episode, like I said, they have a scene where they talk about Adam Smashers, and you see Burns looking in somebody's pocket and he's counting atoms. He asks him to take his pockets out, so he has like the rabbit ears because there's nothing in his pockets. He has like lint, and he's looking at the lint and he's calling it atoms, and he says 6 atoms. So I'm going to go on a limb, and I'm going to just assume, and believe me, this is not financial advice. This is just my own personal feelings, what I've been seeing, what I've been decoding, that there could be a possibility that maybe Proton can reach 100,000 or 10,000. Maybe. I'm still trying to get a little bit more evidence on that part, because I know those numbers are high, and a lot of people, like, when they start thinking about market cap, they can't comprehend that. Like, how is it that there's so many coins and you getting this type of valuation? Once you throw the market cap out the window, anything is possible. Don't let things block your process of possibilities or thoughts. So, can be. But as of right now, matter of fact, as of right now, I believe it is a value close to 501. Here's a little gem for you. If you want, it's showing 2,000. Okay? Now, there's a lot of people telling me that the Alcor exchange is wrong price. It's not fluctuating, but it does fluctuate. I got a screenshot of my XPRs being valued at $2,000 a piece. XPR Proton. Okay? Again, I'm the only one who's bringing you this information. If you want to call it errors, if you want to say that I'm bringing you FUD, if you want to say that I'm bringing you misinformation, then don't watch my videos. It's very simple. I don't charge you for anything. Okay? I don't force you to feel like you have to do anything. All I ask is, if you like my content, if you like what you see, and if you're learning, just show a little love. Just show a little love. Okay, $1, $2 worth of protons, it's nothing now, okay? If you want to start thinking that, but if you do think that proton is going to be that high value that I'm actually saying, then you should be showing me love, because I'm the one that's giving you the confidence and showing you some particular information and facts, not me just saying, well, if I do the market cap and I do this. No. I'm just showing you that there's an exchange out there that's not connected to the matrix, that doesn't have his data loaded up on the coin market cap, which I'm assuming, not financial advice, okay? I'm going on a limb with my own gut feeling that, it's going to be a 501 coin. So I'm just looking at this info and I'm taking it as legitimate. And most people won't, because they can't cash out at that price. But I sit here and I ask myself, if it's a mistake, we only noticed this the 22nd of February. And it's the 6th of March. And as of today, it's showing a higher price. Okay? So not only did it correct itself, I believe is showing legitimate numbers. Now again, people are crying about, oh, price action. But don't you see how much fucking information comes out with Ripple, with XRP? Don't you see all these people talking, partnerships and all this shit? And there's no price action in that, right? There's no price action in the Ripple shit. Why? Is because they don't want you to understand how big this is going to be. Okay? Right now, Bitcoin is the shiny distraction coin. All right? I'm not telling you not to get into Bitcoin. I'm just telling you that Bitcoin is the big talk. You know? And all these people that talk, that I listen to, okay, numerous people. Watch my first video that I put out. I shout out all the people that I spoke about. If you watch them, when I talked about them, they also said, Ripple, 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 XRP, XRP, XRP. And they embedded in my head that everything through Ripple would be related with XRP. I just understood that Ripple was going to be a big, big monster. And from what I was seeing, and then I started learning, like I said, that other blockchains can run on the Ripple network. So not only is it just XRP, there's multiple other blockchains that can run on the Ripple network. Like I said, Ripple network to me, I feel like it's type of like the Voltron type thing, where they're going to try to take the best techs and create one of the best tech monsters out there that can do everything at the best. Because, it's hard to find one company that exceeds excellent in every single department. So, you might have a guy over here, If I put it in a simpler terms, it's almost like trying to say, like, I'm going to get all Chinese people and I'm going to have the smartest thing and I'm going to rule the world. And I'm not trying to knock any type of race. I'm just trying to give you an example. So that might not work. You might want to get a Haitian to do, maybe the payments department. You might want a Haitian, then a Asian, maybe to look over your IT stuff. Then maybe you might want an Irish person to, you know what I mean? So that's like how RippleNet is working. They're going to just grab whatever, Indian, Haitian, Asian, Sweden, whatever it is, that particular person, they're going to just grab that tech and create one of the biggest, strongest operating portals out there to change the innovation, to create the new innovation. So anyway, that's just on my stance of where Ripple was and stuff like that. But I mean, there's people that will say, they'll sit there and they'll say that Ripple can get, XRP can get at these numbers and stuff like that. And when I humbled myself, I kind of brought myself back down to earth. And then I just started saying, but where can you see these things? It's just people taking charts, taking coin market caps, taking all the money in the world and then putting it into a formula, trying to get an idea of how much money it may be. But you go to the Alcor exchange and they're showing you numbers that we talk about with XRP. Okay? I'm not bashing XRP, but I'm just saying XPR on the Alcor exchange are showing numbers that we heard about that would be with XRP. Now, I haven't found an exchange that is showing me value of XRP being at 500 or being at 5,000. Have I seen glitches? Yes, I have seen glitches. I caught glitches with my own eyes. I have screenshot of glitches as well. But those glitches that I seen with XRP only happens within seconds or minutes. Like I said, this, if you want to call it a glitch, or it can be a glitch because it's been going on for days now, for weeks. So this error that people want to say because they can't fathom that there's no way that XPR can be that. So they're to make them feel better, I guess. All they can say is that's not possible, or you can't cash out. So that you ain't proving nothing. Listen, you can wait until it happens, or you can foresee the future and know that it will happen. I'm not giving anybody financial advice, but for me, I believe it is. And let me get into it a little bit more. The 501 number. You ever watched Three's Company? Right? You had Jack Tripper, right? Triple, which we leave that as the number 3. His roommate was Janet. If you know her last name, was Janet Wood. Okay? Why is wood important? Because we make paper out of wood. And what is paper? Banknotes. Paper money. That's why it's wood. The other roommate, Chrissy. Her last name was Chrissy Snow. Why is that important? Because we know that proton is forked off of the EOS, and the metal blockchain is forked from Avalanche. And they use the Snow protocol. Now I know you're like, what's that got to do with anything? Well, for starters, the show takes place in San Francisco. If you watch the colors that they wear and some of the outfits that they wear and sometimes how they stand in some of these scenes, you can start seeing the metal colors. You can start seeing the bearable guy 1, 2, 3. Those stocking colors, you can start seeing them in that particular show. And this show is from the 70s. Now, price again, we said the 501. Let's go back to Three's Company. Where did Jack, Janet, and Chrissy live? Their room number, their apartment number was 201. And you're like, what the hell's that got to do with 501? Well, if you look, the number 2 is nothing but a flipped 5. And I've been talking about flipping it on yous. Maybe my mind is flipped out of control. Maybe I'm not in the right mindset. That's what most people think when I speak about this, because like how and I get it. And I get it because a lot of people are like, well, if it's that price, and why are you able to get it for so cheap? And I had said that before with Ripple and stuff like that. But the difference between Ripple and Proton at the moment, or XRP and XPR, is that XRP is on TV now right next to Bitcoin, right next to Ethereum. And the guys that I learned from, the YouTube influencers, would bash the coins that would be on TV. Don't get into Bitcoin. Don't get into Ethereum. They're getting pushed to the masses. Now I see Ripple's name right next to those two names. But I don't see the influencers that I watched talk about not to get into XRP now. They still talk about it. And I'm not telling you that you shouldn't have it. I mean, I hold a bag of XRP just in case. Because there's so much shit talked about XRP. I mean, again, like I said, if they're golden gems to me, I would feel like then they would talk shit about them and make them look shitty. That's just my opinion. But most people will be like, nah, they're shady, or whatever company. Even HBAR. There's another gentleman who says that HBAR is garbage. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't looked at any information on HBAR. I couldn't even tell you who's the main person in HBAR. And I know that's crazy, and people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? But that's because I did decodes, and from the decode alone, I seen HBAR on a taxi on Back to the Future 2. Now, I looked at a documentary on the taxi cab, and it shows that HBAR is bolted onto the taxi cab, but they never mentioned anything about the bolt-ons onto the taxi cab. And if you listen to the words, they have mentioned that everything that's put on that taxi cab, everything that's put inside the movie Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3 was put there on purpose. Everything has a meaning. Now, let me be the fool to be like, well, I seen H-bar on the taxi and I'm taking it as that must be an important thing. Especially that they went out of their way not to make it noticeable. They kind of blended it in. And if you didn't really notice, you would have missed it. And that's the only reason why I love H-bar. So that's a little bit about H-bar. I did a little bit about Ripple. And again, I'm doing it a little bit about XPR right now in the Webworth wallet. Again, my friends, go look for yourself. Right now, at this time, Proton is showing $2,000. $2,000. I don't know who else is showing you this. And I said, please, if anybody else is showing you proof like I was showing you proof, and you can go back to the Alcor exchange and look for yourself. I don't want to put anything up there and you're like, oh, you fooled me. I didn't fool you. You look for yourself and you see that's what the exchange is putting out there. And somebody wants to say, well, that's just the exchange trying to make a juicy advertisement. If everybody else is showing micro pennies and this one exchange is showing such a great error, supposedly, because it's showing $501, what would make anybody think that it would make that exchange attractive? That exchange looks like it would mean like there's something wrong with that exchange. It's showing an error, and I never heard of this exchange. So why would I use this exchange? I don't know. That just kind of made me think for a minute. Like, I don't think by an exchange putting the price or fixing the price of XPR to a higher price to attract people to come to the exchange doesn't make sense. That would mean, if I see something like that, that would make me stay away from that exchange, because I'm like, that exchange doesn't sound right. They're not even showing right prices. I don't know. That's just my mind of thought. I have a crazy way of thinking. I don't think like everybody else. I am very weird, and that's why a lot of people look at me strangely, and that's on them, and that's because they can't see what I see. But anyway, I just wanted to bring to you that new 501, and we're learning a little bit more about 501. But again, Jack Tripper, the Threes Company. You talk about the tree, the try, the Ripple net. You talk about all that, and like I said, their apartment is 201. Flip it is nothing but 501. There's another 501 connection. Okay? On The Simpsons, like I said, I think it's season 4, episode 7. No, I'm sorry, it's season 19, episode 20. You have Homer. They're doing a coin collection in that episode. A coin collection. And then you have Homer scream out 501. $501. Because they're fighting. So they're actually bidding on a double-faced twin penny. And who's on the penny? Lincoln. And who's on the $5 bill? Lincoln. And who's on the back of the $5 bill? The purple 5. The only bill that has a colorful color on it. And then you have the $100 bill. You ever seen the $100 bill? The $100 bill has metal colors in there. So you got the $100 bill that got metal colors in the background. Then you got the $5 bill that's got the purple. Again, you can say I'm talking crazy, but prove me wrong. If the only thing you can say is because you can't cash out, and that makes you happy and that makes you satisfied to say that, XPR can never get those prices, then God bless. I'm going to take a gamble with my money, with my feelings, and I feel like that coin is going to be 501 plus And today, right now, March 7th at 4 in the morning, New York City time, XPR Proton is showing a $2,000 value. Now, I'm hoping I'm the only one that's giving people hope. Again, this is not financial advice, but I am showing you legitimate information from an exchange. And all you have to ask yourself is, well, the 501 is in error. How the fuck are they getting $2,000 value? How? If it's an error, it should have corrected back to micro pennies. Why is it going higher? For what reason? Huh? Really, ask yourself. These are the things that I ask myself. Why would it show these numbers? And then you start looking. You got $5 bill. Well, it makes sense. 501. Right? $5 bill has the purple on the back of it. Go to the episode. I'll tell you. It's season 19, episode 20. Go to The Simpsons. They talk about coin collection. And then in there they mention the 501. And what coin are they looking for to collect? Is the double-headed Lincoln penny. Can you see it? If you're a non-believer, then you shouldn't even be watching my videos, because I'll be wasting your time to fuck up your dreams. I'm here to mess up your dreams then. Alright? And again, if you want to sit there and say, then how are they letting us get it at fractions of the penny? Go back to the movie, The Real Steel. It's the real steel. And matter of fact, if you look... Oh man, I don't know if I did it with this picture. Hold on a second. Well, all the screenshots I have are in this phone, so I didn't do this smart enough. But if you go back, and then you're gonna have to do some homework, okay? I don't want to put anything in your face and try to manipulate your ways of thinking. If you just listen to me and you went and did your own research, then maybe you can decide in yourself what you should be doing. Okay, this is my journey, and again, I'm just going off of my feelings. But like I said, you can get about 6 protons for 1 penny. Now in there, like I said, they are looking for a double-headed Lincoln penny. Okay, you see Homer, he grabs a dish of pennies. They're in the store in Keyweed or Key Mart or whatever the hell that store is, and you see Homer grab the dish of pennies. Why is that important? In the same episode, they're collecting pennies. Proton is a penny. Okay? Then later on, they go to an auction because they can't find the penny, and they have this book, and it says U.S. coins. Where is Marshall trying to lock everything in the United States, in all 50 states? Marshall's trying to become the first crypto bank. Okay? They're looking for the double-headed penny. Proton is a penny. Then you see Homer going to the auction so he can buy this penny for $501. Today, I'm not telling you, but today, at $2,000 per XPR, I'm going to take 1,000 XRPs right after this video and convert them over. That's what I'm doing. I'm just recording my journey, and I'm just sharing information, what I see out here. Again, this is not me sitting down going CoinMarketCap, how many is in there, by how many people, by how many states, 0.5 coins per. No. I'm just sitting here looking at this number and then just critically thinking, like, Maybe these numbers are correct only because that exchange is not plugged into the matrix, is not plugged into CoinMarketCap. Those numbers are not being manipulated. That's my only thought. Okay? Proton is connected to the matrix. Their information is connected to CoinMarketCap. So yeah, I believe now their prices are suppressed with the matrix prices. I know I sound crazy, but this is what it is. Okay? And until those prices go back to zero, I have to have a feeling. Okay? And don't come at me telling me that, oh, you can't be. I'm just telling you what I feel, and I'm showing you. I'm not, again, I'm not saying I'm pulling these numbers out of my ass. I don't have to show you. You can show yourself. Go to the exchange and go see for yourself. All right? Again, I'm the only one that's bringing this information, I believe. And if anybody is bringing information like I am, please, I love to learn. I love to learn. I love brain food. All right? So please mention them. Send me the link to their channels, because learning is everything. There's never enough room to learn. That you could always learn. What I meant to say was there's never not enough room to learn. You could always learn. And yeah, I'm gonna stick to my numbers, like I said. No one can really debunk me. No one can really say, well, those numbers, don't make sense. So all they can say is, well, you can't cash out, so it can't be real. Maybe it's not real because, like I said, maybe they do have partnerships already, but the banks haven't announced who they're partnered up with yet, because they don't want people to know yet. And maybe, just maybe, I broke a code. Maybe I figured out the price. Maybe. Okay? And if I did, you'll all be thanking me and loving me later. Okay? All I can say is we'll see when regulations kick in. And, to my understanding, all these banks are ready. All these banks are on the sideline. They're all loaded up, but they're not making a move because the game hasn't started yet. The rules need to be in place. And once the rules are laid down, you're going to see overnight monster candles. I have these visions for a long time. Okay? And I can strongly say, everyone wants to wait until it happens. It's going to be too late. You have to foresee before it sees you. That's how you're going to make it here. Okay? You don't hear about the 5,000% hikes until it happens. Then everybody's like, oh, wow, look at that. I want to jump in that now. I want to get a little piece of that ride. Look at it just climbing up. It's just climbing up. You can do that too. That's the safest way. I go off a lot of feelings, and hopefully I will feel great when regulations kicked in. Again, just wanted to share today that I seen on March 7th, 2023, XPR, price of $2,000. And I think it's possible. Again, the only influencer, I don't want to be influencer, but the only guy on YouTube that is showing you legitimate prices. And no, you can't sell. Don't ask me. Okay? You can't take it in an order and convert it. You can put an order up for $500 for one XPRs, but they can go somewhere else and buy it for a fraction of a penny. Okay? And you can do that, and maybe you might get lucky. Maybe somebody might slip up and buy it. Maybe press the market price and buy it that. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. And go check out the Alcor Exchange. Go check out your bag and go see how much you're holding. If you have a WebAuth wallet, connect your wallet. The only way to get the value is you have to go back in my videos and watch, and you'll see you have to connect your wallet to the Alcor Exchange. Then on top, there's a button you press to look at wallets. Excuse me, and it'll show you the coins you're holding. And you look for XPR, and you'll see the amount you're holding, and it'll give you the value of what you are holding. And you are welcome very much. So we have March come in, you know. You know what? In that episode that I was talking about in The Simpsons where they're collecting coins, and I said that they mentioned 501 in the coin collecting episode, they go into a well that people were pitching coins in, and the leprechaun came out. So maybe keep eyes open around St. Patty's Day. That's like 5 days away. That's like maybe 10 days away, 9 days away. So St. Patty Day is around the corner. I just think that anything can pretty much happen from March time to May. March, April, May. So, and if nothing happens in March, April, or May, my next guess would be August. My next guess. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. I can't really pick the dates, but I can kind of strongly say that I'm seeing a lot more connections with the 501. And again, that's not a number that I'm making up. That's a number that I am showing you, that and an exchange is showing you. You know, and if you're saying that it's an error, then where did they get the number 501 from? Where? If it's micro pennies, how did they get that number? And in my videos, I explain how 501 can kind of be connected to proton. I said it before. Proton connected to horses. 501 Levi's. Even in one of the episodes in The Simpsons, there's a guy who takes out dungarees and he slides down a rope and he goes, "I got to catch the 501." So you do what you want with the information. I know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. And today, XPR is $2,000.